Houston Rockets have been riding a roller coaster of emotions recently. Home wins over Vancouver and Sacramento helped boost the holiday spirit. Then a trip to San Antonio brought them back to reality. Now the Rockets return to Compaq Center, where they've run off 8 straight wins. Their opponents, the last team to win in Houston, the young Los Angeles Lakers. Tonight, the Rockets try to keep the streak going and bring down the curtain on the Lake Show here on Fox Sports Net. Center in Houston, Fox Sports Net presents Houston Rockets basketball. Tonight, the Rockets take on their old rival, the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Worrell. Good to have you with us here tonight for Houston Rockets basketball, the Rockets and the Lakers. And they are meeting for the third time, and we're just a third of the way through the regular season. And the Lakers would like to make it 3-0. They would get the tiebreaker if they do so. The Rockets need to get a win here tonight. The Lakers are finishing up a 5-game road trip before they go back to LA for a long period of time, and they are hot right now. They're playing awfully good basketball, and these are good young athletes, Calvin Murphy. The Rockets have their hands full here tonight.
Well, the Rockets have got their hands full in all positions. The guards especially, they are so loaded down with guards that anyone can come out and give you 30 points and big assist numbers. They're going to get them down that floor. They got a lot of individual speed, and they're going to try to use it.
Well, when you talk about guards, then up pops Rick Fox. They won by 17 points in LA a couple of weeks ago. Rick Fox had his season high of 30 points in that game. He'll be matched up with Clyde Drexler. Now, Clyde is going to have to play a little defense as well as score himself.
Well, he's going to play a lot of defense, and I hope his defense does not hurt his offense, but Clyde always rises to the occasion. Fox is feeling comfortable against the Rockets, obviously, because he shoots extremely well against the Rockets. It's going to be a great matchup.
In Game 2 out on the coast, Nick Van Exel was very quiet, but when they play here in Compaq Center, he's anything but quiet. In fact, he's the guy that usually beats the Rockets. Matt Maloney's going to have more than 0 points like he had against San Antonio.
Well, this is true. Van Exel will go from a firecracker to a whole bomb when he comes into the Compaq Center. Matt Maloney has got to go out there and put pressure on him. I always say this against great defenders. You got to make them play, great offensive players, you got to make them play defense.
And of course, you got Robert Horry and Charles Barkley. Robert has always defended Charles very well, and that will be something to keep an eye on. They need a big game from Charles tonight.
They need a big scoring game from Charles. Now, Robert Horry's not going to shoot the ball, but he's going to go to the offensive boards, so that's going to keep you busy playing against him. But he has those long arms, and he moves very well laterally.
And what about Kobe Bryant? He had a career-high 27 points in the second half against Houston. Next game, he had a career-high of 30. Next game, he had a career-high of 33. I think that Houston game got him going.
You have any handcuffs? This young man comes off the bench, and he has the green light. He has a lot of talent. He can climb to the moon, and he uses it every night.
Well, the Rockets hope that that's Santa coming down with a bag of goodies and not a ball-peen hammer when he comes down that chimney tonight. They hope to beat the Lakers. Stay with us. We'll have the tip-off in just a moment on Fox Sports Net. Houston Rockets basketball on Fox Sports Net is presented by Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines has fares so low you have the freedom to fly. By Pepsi. Pepsi, Generation Next. By Southwestern Bell. Southwestern Bell, your friendly neighborhood global communication company. And by Miller Lite, who reminds you that anything can happen at Miller time.
I'm not here to play a game or to see if you can spell horse. I came to take it to the hole and bury you in it. And if you got a problem with that, good. We'll get along just fine. Life is a sport. Drink it up.
Or 3/4.
10 millimeter.
My favorite.
The all-new Mazda truck. Pure truck. Now get 3.9% APR for 36 months on Mazda B-Series trucks.
With Plymouth, this is what you pay for, and this is what you get. For instance, Plymouth Voyager. You get a minivan that handles just like a car, with front-wheel drive, power rack and pinion steering, and a great handling suspension. And this is what you pay. At $17,245, it's the lowest price minivan. One more time. This is what you pay for, and this is what you get. Get up to $1,000 cash back on select Plymouth minivans. See your Plymouth dealer today.
I want boom, dot, boom, doom. Why do you want to look at my Discover card statement? It's mine. I live in New York City. Of course, I love the theater. Bring in the noise. You know, it's my favorite show. I go there as often as I can, trying to steal another step. And my kids want me to be more risky. Come to Garçon stuff is, you know, it's risky. I want a cashback bonus.
How many credit cards make a statement like that? It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Novus sign.
I wonder what implications socioeconomic maladies would have in a capitalist environment.
I wonder who started the end zone victory dance.
NFL Total Access. Ron Pitts and Tim Green show you who's hot and who's not in the NFL. Plus, get wired in and hear what the playmakers are really up to.
I wonder if the Jets can win the Super Bowl.
NFL Total Access. Tuesday, followed by Hardcore Football on Fox Sports Southwest.
All right, Banner, let's head down to Miami for a Fox Sports News inside look at last Sunday's Dolphins game.
Well, Kevin, it was a tough game, but we gave 110% out there. Now we've just got to take it one game at a time and not look past our next opponent. We just have to keep our eye on the ball, stay focused, and always remember there's no I in team.
Wow, one interview, 6 cliches.
He's a cliche Hall of Famer.
Those Lakers and Houston Rockets. Dolphins. Now let's speak.
Again, everybody, and welcome back to the Compaq Center in Houston for NBA basketball tonight, the Lakers and the Rockets. Let's go to Mario Nanni for the starting lineup.
Excel at forward, 6'7" from North Carolina, number 17, Rick Fox. At forward, 6'10" from Alabama, number 5, Robert Horry. And at center, 7 foot from Clemson, number 41, Eldon Campbell. The head coach of the Lakers is Del Harris. His assistants are Bill Burka, Larry Drew, and Kurt Rambis. The trainer is Gary Vitti.
All right, Houston, on your feet and prepare for Rockets lift off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Clutch City, and here is the starting lineup for your Houston Rockets. At guard, 6'7" from Houston, number 22, Clyde Drexler. At guard, 6'3" from Pennsylvania, number 12, Matt Maloney. At forward, 6'6" from Auburn, number 4, Sir Charles Barkley. At forward, 6'5" from American International, number 17, Mario Ellie. And at center, 7 foot from Michigan State, number 42, Kevin Willis. The head coach of the Rockets is Rudy Tomjanovich. His assistants are Bill Berry.
Rudy Tomjanovich still trying to get to that elusive 300 wins. He's 5 away in his 7th season with the Rockets. The Lakers and the Rockets getting together. There'll be a battle in the middle. Let's go to Lisa Milosky. Lisa?
Thanks, Bill. Once again, both teams playing without their all-star centers. Hakeem and Shaq are out, but their replacements have been doing an excellent job. In fact, Kevin Willis has been putting up all-star numbers. During the month of December, he is averaging 22 points and 9 rebounds a game. He's shooting 56% from the field, second best in the NBA. The Rockets are 12-3 with Willis in the starting lineup. On the Lakers side, Eldon Campbell is averaging 17 points and 7 rebounds a game during the month of December. He has started the last 16 games in place of Shaq. The Lakers have gone 10-6 during that time. Over the past 2 seasons, Eldon has started a total of 43 games. I talked with Lakers coach Del Harris. He said, quite frankly, we're used to playing without Shaq. And the irony of it all, Bill, when Akeem and Shaq get healthy, Kevin and Eldon head back to the bench, no matter how well they've been playing. Back to you.
Well, you're right. Here are 2 guys that could very well go to the All-Star game and will be coming off the bench in February. Del Harris, of course, a lot of success with the Rockets back in the early 80s. Here's his starting lineup. Fox, Horry, Campbell, Van Exel, and Jones. A lot of athleticism, maybe the most in the league. Ellie and Barkley, Willis, Maloney, and Drexler for Houston. The problem is you take a look at Nick Van Exel now, who's coming off of a huge game, that double overtime win for the Lakers. He had a huge game in that one. He had 35 points. He was 6 of 11 from the three-point line. Did not score much in game 2, but Rick Fox and Kobe Bryant picked up the slack. The Lakers so far this season have not lost to a Midwest Division team. They are 12-0 against the Midwest Division. They're 2-0 against the Jazz, 2-0 against the Spurs, 2-0 against Houston, and 2-0 against Dallas. So the Lakers love to play against the Midwest Division. The series record, the Lakers with a huge lead there. In fact, the Lakers have won 4 of the last 7 meetings with the Rockets here at Compaq Center. Willis taking it inside, back to Maloney, who drops it down to Barkley. Barkley's got Horry behind him, Drexler behind the back. Mario with a 3, got it.
That's how you start playing offensive basketball, with the inside, outside, 4-pass attack, and then you score from the perimeter.
The Rockets have won 8 games in a row here in Compaq Center after getting off to a terrible start this year. So something's got to give here. The Lakers are playing good, and Robert Horry off the glass.
Well, you want to make sure that Robert Horry doesn't have a big night offensively, because he doesn't want to score, he doesn't look to score. But if you embarrass him, he will shoot the ball. And we've seen him have big nights, haven't we, Bill?
Drexler takes it in on Fox and draws the foul. Well, you're right. In fact, Horry got him off to a good start in L.A. In game 2, he had a big first quarter. And that's what I want to see Clyde do tonight, is take it in on Fox and make him play some D. Clyde had 21 points against the Lakers in game 2, but all of those came in the first half. They put Eddie Jones on him in the third quarter, and that slowed him down a little bit, and then Rudy kind of emptied the bench in the fourth.
One thing that the Rockets have got to do a little better job of, when they find a player that's playing well and the defense changes assignments on him, is to help him get his points, that he can do it individually.
Rockets maintain that 3-point lead, 5-2 in the early moments. We played just over a minute here in Compaq Center of the first period. This ends a 5-game road trip for the Lakers as Robert Horry puts up a 3 short. Mario Ellie with a rebound. Then the Lakers will go home for a long homestand, and they hope to get Shaquille O'Neal back right after Christmas. The Rockets will have to wait until February on Hakeem Olajuwon. There's a steal by Eddie Jones. He passed up the shot.
He shoots the ball so well, Bill, when he thinks about shooting it. Now, that was an unnecessary turnover based on the fact that he refused to shoot the ball.
Maloney has it. He'll stop and shoot from the outside and miss. Well, he saw Willis going underneath. Perhaps he thought Kevin could get the rebound even if he missed it. Eldon Campbell back out to Horry. They swing it around to Rick Fox. Fox on the drive. Tough shot won't go. Barkley trying to get it out to Mario. Eddie Jones is back. Willis with a 12-footer. He misses, and Eddie with a rebound.
You can't get any easier shots than that if you set the offense up. You just got to start putting the ball in the basket. You don't have the luxury against a Laker team to have ring rust.
Eldon Campbell, as Kevin went for the steal, and Eldon Campbell with an easy dunk.
You don't go for a steal that close to the basket, Bill. You got to play safety zone. You got to hope that your teammates will come over and support.
Light pressure by the Lakers. Barkley behind the back, and a kicked ball. The officials tonight, we've got a veteran crew. Dick Bavetta, Mike Callahan, and Leroy Richardson. Bavetta, one of the veterans of the NBA Wars. And Barkley will back it in on Robert Horry now. Still no help. He'll take it inside. Has it knocked away. Van Exel in the open court. 3-on-2 Lakers. Van Exel over the shoulder to Eddie Jones. Tell you, Nick Van Exel's really having himself quite a season. He's among the top of the point guards and assist to turnover ratio.
Well, he's calmed this game down a lot, Bill, and his attitude towards a lot of things has changed, and that has definitely helped his game performance.
And their last game on the road, right prior to this one, he played the entire game without a turnover. A three-pointer by Ellie. He'll follow up the miss. Right back down to Kevin Willis. Double team coming over. That leaves Maloney wide open for a three.
Trying to cheat defensively. They're hedging. They're not coming out after the shooters. If the Rockets relax and don't hesitate to take that shot, they can shoot the ball well. The Lakers are not showing the Rockets' offensive game on the perimeter any respect. They're not trying to guard it.
The Rockets lead the NBA in three-pointers made, but they also lead in three-pointers attempted. Robert Horry gets his second basket of the game. That ties it at 8.
Looking to be a little offensive-minded, huh, Bill?
Well, he's pretty familiar with this arena as Clyde Drexler puts it up short. Ball almost tipped in off the floor by Willis. Van Exel will push.
Everybody, when they're running back defensively, they better see the ball when Van Exel has it. That's because he'll throw that ball right past your ear.
Very good point. Fox taking it down to Eldon Campbell. Van Exel will pump up a three. He misses. It's not late in the game yet. Here's Drexler on the run, and he'll give it back to the trailer, Mario Ellie. Ellie swings it around. They'll look down to Willis now. Still one-on-one. Kevin across the middle with a hook shot. Got the roll. Kevin Willis with his first basket of the game. Rockets go back on top by 2. This has been a great series between these two teams, going all the way back to the 79-80 season. They've had a good West Coast rivalry, and there's a ball a little too hard for Eldon Campbell to handle. Turnover Lakers. I remember you guys with Del Harris as your coach knocking off the Lakers in the best 2 out of 3.
That might have been one of the most important games in my career when Magic was starting to become Magic, and they could have won the World Championship that year if we had not beaten them.
Well, you got to the World Championship against Boston before losing. That's the year that you did not have a 500 team, and there's a steal. Van Exel was sneaking in among the Giants. Van Exel off the dribble for 2. Got to get over on his left side and stop that dribble.
It's interesting that Charles is not trying to shoot the ball, backing Robert Horry down. He's looking to pass it.
Rudy calls a timeout. 6:46 left to play in the first period, and we are even out of the game.
Houston is fueled and ready to blast off. They go for their 3rd NBA championship in the 90s. 2 of the most prolific players in basketball history, and the Rockets flying high. Ready to shoot it out with anybody who comes to town. Chris Webber and the Wizards soar into Houston to run with the Rockets. Saturday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Stampede tomorrow night, 2 a.m.
What time is it? Nothing gets you closer to the Chicago Bulls than the official NBA championship video. Featuring the NBA champion's greatest moments.
What an absolutely incredible play!
Exclusive interviews and behind-the-scenes footage that will make you feel like you're part of the team.
He comes off. I'll be ready.
In traffic to Curl. 15-footer. Get yours in stores now through NBA.com or order by calling 1-800-NBA-STUFF from NBA Video.
Basketball on Fox Sports Southwest.
We are tied in the first period. Let's take a look at the NBA's road record leaders presented by Chrysler. Atlanta on the road 9-4. There you see Seattle, the Lakers at 10-5. The Rockets have done a good job since Rudy took over. Since February 18th, 1992, the Rockets have won 133 road games, so Rudy has a 58% winning percentage on the road, and last year the Rockets were one of the best at 27-14 on the road. The Rockets are 5-5 so far this season. Clyde Drexler has it. Nice pass to Willis. Nice catch. Well, I see what you mean now. Barkley has not taken a shot. He's the only Rocket not to. He's content to keep that ball moving.
Yeah, well, what he's simply doing, I think he's trying to set up the defense, let them relax, and so he doesn't get a lot of help coming his way, and then he's going to play a lot of one-on-one.
Eldon Campbell takes it to the middle. Nice offensive move. Did not finish it off, and Campbell knocks it out of bounds. Hey, Eldon Campbell's a nice player.
Yes, he is. He's a legitimate center. Now, he unfortunately has to play behind Shaq on the Lakers, but a lot of teams could use his ability to play that starting center position because he's productive.
Del Harris wanted to bulk Ori up so he could play power forward, and that would give Eldon coming off the bench, and that's worked out nicely at the first part of the season. 4 on the shot clock. Drexler puts it up for 2. He got switched with Ori and took the jumper. Rockets with a 4-point lead. Eddie Jones turns that corner. Good pickup by Ellie. Back outside, Van Exel, 10 on the shot clock. Eddie Jones now picked up by Barkley on the switch, and he goes reversal, misses. Willis with a rebound. Here's Matt pushing it up in a hurry, and Ellie puts it in for 2. The Rockets are on a 6-0 run.
They're on a 6-0 run because at the other end, they're stopping some people.
Down again to Eldon Campbell. Good defense by Willis, and a late whistle on the play, and Kevin gets the foul.
That was on number 42, Kevin Willis. That's his first personal foul.
First foul on Kevin, and the first team foul on the Rockets.
Boy, when you talk about starting to break, Matt Maloney does a great job. He takes the ball right to the middle, and as soon as the defense commits himself, he gets the ball to the sideline, which is Mario Ellie, who has a direct path to the basket, an easy layup. I was hoping that he's going to do a pump and dumpers out there and dunk it or something.
A pump and dumper?
A pump and dumpers.
Eldon Campbell, as you see Kobe Bryant checking into the game now. Here comes the kid with some big numbers. Rick Fox coming out. Campbell has started the last 16 games at center in place of Shaquille O'Neal, and he's averaging 17 points and 7 rebounds, along with almost 2 block shots a game. So he's giving them some great numbers. Clyde Drexler gets a pick from Willis. Clyde holding on to that ball through the double team, and there's a whistle and illegal defense on the Lakers.
Illegal defense.
Clyde held on to that ball. They thought he was going to pass out of the double team, and the Lakers all got caught out of position. That's the first illegal defense tonight. 4:52 left to play in the quarter. All right, now you got Drexler, Kobe Bryant right behind him. Drexler going to work him. Got the double team. A kicked ball by Eldon Campbell. So reset the shot clock at 24.
I like what Rudy's doing with Bryant guarding Drexler. They have an inverted offense where they're taking him down low, and they're going to force this young man to have to play defense. Don't allow him to roam free, and get himself situated offensively.
All right, here's Clyde again. Kobe Bryant gets some help. Campbell comes over. That leaves Mario wide open. A little too hard on the shot, and Campbell with a rebound. Van Exel will push it. And put it up with a 3 right off the bat, and Barkley goes and gets it. Gets it out in a hurry. The Rockets have the numbers. If they continue, threw it right to Robert Ori. Van Exel will set it up for the Lakers. Got that 360 move, but Matt had his mind read on both of those moves. Nice job on defense from Maloney. Crowd appreciates it. Kobe Bryant going to throw up a 3. He misses, and Willis with a rebound, and that is the second rebound. I thought he had more than that. Here's Drexler with a jumper. Clyde misses. Charles goes and gets it and puts it back.
One thing Charles Barkley can do besides run his mouth is rebound. That's 5 right there.
5 already for Charles, number 3 in the NBA. Del Harris wants a timeout. 3:39 left to play in the first period, and the Rockets lead by 7.
What do you get when you fly Southwest Airlines? Fun fares.
Well, you've waited so long for a fare to get so nice and low now. You really should fly.
Light up the night. Southwest Airlines fun fares are so low. Want to see that again? Now you can fly just for the fun of it.
With us, 'cause we got a lot of things to do now. You really should fly. And have fun, 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 flying Southwest on a fun fair today. Fun, fun, flying on a fun fair today.
You got a 10,000-acre fire and it's breathing right down your throat. So let's go! Faster, faster!
Just a routine day of training.
Not quite that fast.
For America's most elite firefighters, but for their leader.
It was a prison break. Take me down.
This time, the enemy is not nature.
Kill him.
Howie Long.
Why don't we see if you're still not a flyer?
Firestorm, rated R. January 9th, only in theaters.
So, what's on your holiday wish list? A little gold? On select Chryslers, $1,000 cash back. Or are you wishing for something snowy white? On Plymouth, up to $1,500 cash back. And may all your holidays be gold, white, or forest green, lapis blue, candy apple red. Get into your Texas Chrysler and Plymouth dealer. New, different, that's us.
18-11, the Rockets. Give me that stuff back, will you? Stuff down. Boy, I'll tell you, you're the worst. I find him right now. Last time I'm calling out his name tonight. He tore my notes up.
You let him come back. I'm gonna douse him.
Huh? Did you get some water? All right, good.
You let him bring his ass back.
All right, now, we want you to get set for next summer by placing a $100 non-refundable deposit to see the WNBA champion Comets. You don't want to miss a second of the action. Call a personal account executive at 627-WNBA for more information. You know, that's why we prepare for these games. I spent an hour and a half today writing all this information down, and he tore up all of my notes. Let's go to Lisa. Lisa, you got some notes to work with?
Well, I've actually got a note from the huddle. Coach Rudy Tomjanovich telling his players, great job on the double teams defensively. He said the Lakers are 1 for 7 when we double the ball. Bill?
Well, I'll tell you, next time he comes close to us, throw that cup of water on.
Hey, I'm whipping him. I'm whipping him. I don't believe in violence except for violence against Charles Barkley.
At Maloney, misses on a 3. 7-point lead. 7-point lead by the Rockets is offensive foul called on Eldon Campbell.
Offensive foul on number 43, Corey Bullard. That's his first.
As Matt Bullard now will come in for Charles.
Checking into the game for the
2 points, but he has 5 rebounds.
Number 50, Matt Bullard.
These two teams, by the way, of course, are the highest scoring teams in the NBA. The Lakers average almost 106 points a game, and the Rockets are number 2 at almost 103 points a game. Seattle, Phoenix, and Minnesota are the other 3 teams over 100. There are 5 NBA teams out of 29 scoring 100 or more points a game. All right, Email waits outside. Willis gets a double team now. Now they go away. He throws it back to Ellie. 3 on the shot clock. Got to shoot it in a hurry. Clyde gets it off. Clyde stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds. Now Ellie's going to have to see the clock a little better, Bill. He took that penetration move with 3 seconds on the clock. By the time Clyde got the ball, it was going to be too late anyway. And he does a great job getting to the basket. I wish he would shoot the ball. That's my Christmas wish.
Well, he has to do so much other dirty work, I guess.
Well, then you should reward yourself.
There he is on Kobe Bryant now. Bryant shoots over a double team, for goodness sakes. And Corey Blunt knocked it out of bounds, but they're going to say that Clyde knocked it out. And now we're going to see Derek Fisher check into the game.
Now, this is great defense. Not only does Mario do a nice job keeping them from going to the basket, but Kevin comes over and supports. And anytime you want to get a shooter to have a poor shooting night, make him fade away outside of his range.
And a 22nd timeout taken by Fisher. He couldn't get the ball in.
Timeout, Lakers.
So that's good defense as you take a look at Del Harris, who was Rockets here in Houston guided a team that finished the regular season at 40-42 or
40-42 in 81, and the year we went to the championship. Let me tell you what he did well in that playoff series. He did a nice job in matchups. He went away from everything we did during the regular season because apparently he didn't work at 40-42. He got Dunleavy to raise his level of play another notch. I came off the bench. I was used
Tommy Henderson.
Tommy Henderson did a great job quarterbacking.
And don't forget Moses.
Well, Moses was Moses.
And Whopper.
And the Whopper, the home of the Whopper. I used to run behind him and couldn't find the basket.
And you had that great game in Game 7 that enabled the Rockets to get by the Spurs in the West and go on to the finals and beat Kansas City. There's another miss by Fox. Drexler in the open court. Clyde right through the middle for 2. This is the largest lead the Rockets have had on the Lakers ever this season.
Ever? We're talking about
this season. This season. Kobe Bryant now passes to Fox over to Derek Fisher. They're really high on this young man as a backup. Corey Blunt working on Bullard. Bryant averages the second most shots on the team, and he plays the fewest minutes. Now they're going to give the ball back to the Lakers. .145 left to play in the first quarter. Email coming out on Fisher. LA trying to stay with Bryant. Bryant comes around that pick. How about that? And he wasn't on a trampoline.
That was a great move offensively, but that was poor defense. Kevin Willis never even read that. They set a pick with him and their center, and he never realized that they were using it.
And a turnover, Houston. That was the first field goal by the Lakers in 5 minutes. That field goal, that slam dunk by Kobe Bryant. And Sean Rooks checks in. But check out the athleticism of Kobe Bryant.
Okay, now Kobe turns his corner. Kevin never even recognized that to step out there and stop him from getting to the basket.
And he's only 19 years old.
You don't put the word only in front of talent.
Few steps by Mr. Fox, got away with it. Kobe Bryant now on the wing, goes baseline, goes right through a double team, missed it. Email getting it down to Willis. Willis will work on Rooks with that big sweeping hook shot, and Bryant with a rebound. He gets it over to Rick Fox. Back to Bryant, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. You know, you like to watch young players. I remember when Michael Jordan came into the league, it took him a while to break out. Kobe's starting to get some major minutes this year, and it started against the Rockets on December the 12th in L.A. He got his career high 27 points in 26 minutes. Then just following that, 2 days later, he got another career high, this time 30 points in 32 minutes against Dallas. Then, 2 days later, against Minnesota, he had 19 points in 23 minutes. And then the very next day, he got another career high, 33 points against the Chicago Bulls in 29 minutes.
Well, that tells me 2 things. He's talented and he shoots the ball a lot.
He does shoot the ball a lot. There's no doubt about that.
My kind of man.
6-point lead now by Houston. 28 seconds left. Drexler, spin move, back out. And Email gives it up to Bullard. He misses. Willis tips it out of bounds. Lakers have it. The Rockets got to 20 and kind of stopped.
Yeah, I hope that's not the magic number for the Rockets. Well, it is for this quarter because there's only 16 seconds left.
If they can hold the Lakers to 14, you
can't beat that.
No. The rest is gravy. Down to 5, down to 4 seconds. Fisher, lost the ball. If he touches it himself, it's a pass to himself traveling. And that will end the period because there really is no time left. You cannot get a shot off in 1/10 of a second. And that's the end of the first quarter of play from Compaq Center. An excellent defensive quarter for Rudy T's ball club. They hold the Lakers to only 14 points.
Data, statistics, the stuff of instruments, gauges, and stopwatches. What if you were to buy a car strictly with your left brain? If that car was the new Mazda 626, your right brain would be handsomely rewarded. The all-new Mazda 626. Retooled, refined, reborn. Lease a 626LX, $249 a month.
Boss! Your daughter's on the phone. Calling all the way from Houston.
New Local Plus service you can call anytime for any reason.
Honey, what is it?
Oh, hi, Daddy. I just called to say hey.
Call Brenham in 170 Southeast Texas cities for just $30 a month. Hey, she just called to say hey.
To accomplish everything you need to do on the ground, often you have to spend time in the sky. Now, what you do both places can help you get where you really want to go. Introducing the Delta Sky Miles credit card from American Express, giving you American Express service on the ground and Delta Airlines service in the sky.
You can apply now. Just call 1-800-482-9500.
With the Delta Sky Miles credit card, every dollar you spend gets you a Delta Sky Mile. And when you buy your Delta ticket with it, you gain even faster. You get 1.5 Sky Miles for every dollar you spend. Plus, you receive 5,000 bonus Sky Miles automatically with the card. And when you apply now, you'll benefit from this low introductory rate.
Call 1-800-482-9500. We can take all the information in just a few minutes.
Call today. The sooner you get the Delta Sky Miles credit card, the sooner you can get someplace you really want to go.
Going on in the Summit tonight, and not necessarily out on the court. Watch this action right here. How about that Turbo? Turbo's got a little help tonight, Murph.
Oh, yeah, he's got a whole new program. Every night he comes out, he's got something brand new to show.
Check out the game summary as Robert Horry leading the offense for the Lakers. That's why they had only 14 points. Field goal percentage, Lakers shooting only 33%, and the Rockets getting on the glass. The fewest points LA has had in a quarter against the Rockets this season. And that's pretty good.
Well, during the keys to the game, we talked about the rebounding, not allowing the Lakers to get into an up-tempo game coming off that glass.
And that includes the 2 overtime periods in game 1. So the Rockets, if they can keep that kind of defense up, they'll be in good shape. Brent Price is now in the game. He'll guard Fisher. Blunt, Rooks, Fox, and Kobe Bryant in the game. Illegal offense for the Lakers.
Isolation.
They had 4 players above the circle, didn't they?
Yes, they did. You can't isolate that way.
Actually, they had 5. You count the ball handler on the other side. They had 5 players above the circle on the isolation. Down to Charles Barkley, who's back in the game. Double team. They switch it around. Price to Bullard in the deep corner. Matt.
Great ball movement.
Wasn't deep enough. It was only a 2-pointer, but that's okay. If Matt can find his range again, Rockets going to be in good shape. And that's a quick timeout by Del Harris. He doesn't like the looks right now, the way this game is going. So Del's calling a timeout. Earliest timeout we've ever had in a quarter. Rockets up by 8.
Didn't come here to play a game or to find out if you can spell horse. You came to take away your toys and put you to bed. And if you don't like that, good. Nice to know we speak the same language. Life is a sport. Drink it up.
This year, there's more to celebrate than just the new year. Because during the Jeep year-end celebration, we're also celebrating Peterson's 4x4 of the year, the Jeep Grand Cherokee 5.9 Limited, which means great deals, like a 2-wheel drive Grand Cherokee Laredo with low 4.8% financing, or for an incredibly low $299 a month. The Jeep year-end celebration, brought to you by the most award-winning brand of 4x4s on earth. See your Texas Jeep and Eagle dealer.
During Gallery Furniture's huge Home for the Holiday sale, we're getting new inventory in every day. New exciting market samples from High Point, North Carolina furniture showrooms. New beautiful leather upholstered furniture and new Sony and Hitachi big screen TVs. Come out to Gallery Furniture where we get new and exciting inventory every day during our huge Home for the Holiday sale. What's not changing is the fact that you can buy it today, you can get it tonight at the guaranteed lowest price. Gallery Furniture's huge Home for the Holiday sale. Beautiful inventory, low prices. Gallery saves you money.
Welcome back to Compact Center as we get play underway again. Price is right out on Fisher. Kobe Bryant to Robert Ory. Ory now working on Bullard. Double team comes over. I don't know about leaving Bryant.
Well, see, if you're gonna leave Bryant, you can't open up a seam for him to go to. Now he started off shooting poorly. Make him beat you from the perimeter.
All right, Price loses the dribble, gets it up to Bullard, and Bullard is fouled on the play.
Fouls on number 17, Rick Fox.
Rick Fox is called for the foul. You know where the Rockets really miss Hakeem and all the layups they're giving up? He used to block all of those shots. It was a comforting feeling knowing you had Hakeem behind you on defense.
If he didn't block it, be sure intimidated him.
Oh, Matt's wide open. Get in there now.
Yeah, now Matt figured if I miss this one, it's time to take up field hockey.
And I know he's not real happy with field hockey. 25-16 Rockets. Fox with the basket. Nice move by Rick Fox, who did not make the Players Association very happy this year when he signed with the Lakers for less money. A couple of other teams had offered him a lot more money than the Lakers, but Rick wanted to play in L.A. Price gets it back over to Barkley. Brent Price. Yes, three-pointer for Brent.
Boy, I'm glad to see Brent hit his first one.
Yeah.
That's important for him. He's got to get his confidence back.
You know, his family's in town for Christmas, and his daddy, Denny, that might have straightened his shot out a little bit.
Took him in the backyard.
And Emmanuel put a hand on Kobe Bryant.
Number 15, Emmanuel Davis. That's his second personal foul.
Well, I'll tell you, Kobe Bryant is tough as watch Brent. Sometimes he'll go up cockeyed. Look at this. He doesn't go straight up on that three sometimes. He'll go right or left.
Cockeyed Junior?
Yeah, that's it. And Corey Blunt puts one in. Rockets lead by 8. And traveling is called on Brent Price. Rockets have turned it over 7 times. The Lakers have turned it over 5 times. All right, Bryant will work baseline. Got Emmanuel Davis behind him. Double team comes over. Now Fisher back to Bryant. Email knocks it away into a crowd. Brent Price has it. Gives it up to Email up ahead. Rockets still have the numbers. Clyde will put up the jumper baseline short. He's going to follow it. He gets it back. He takes it up and he's fouled. Crowd really loves this stuff.
Yeah, well, they like the fact that the Rockets hustle.
That's his first. Team second.
Now, I saw a little contact in the backcourt, and the Rockets were fortunate enough to keep the ball.
He almost took his jersey off. 28-20, Rockets by 8. Price goes to Barkley. All right, double triple team comes over. Price is wide open. Yes, a three-pointer, his second in a row.
See, that's what you do. Charles Barkley knows he has to get Brent off. He gets him the ball.
Kobe Bryant taking it in on Barkley. How did he get that up and in? What a move by Kobe Bryant. And all Charles can do is applaud it.
That's giving that young man his props.
31-22, 9-point lead. Charles now waiting for that double and triple team to come. They stay at home this time, so Charles takes it inside for 2. And a foul is called, a one-shot foul. Foul called on Corey Blunt.
Foul is on 43. Corey Blunt, that's his second.
Second foul on Corey Blunt. Third team foul on the Lakers. The Rockets have one team foul. Eddie Johnson into the game for Clyde Drexler. But if the Lakers continue to double and triple team, Barkley's going to keep getting it out.
A master of the low post pass.
All right, now Eddie Jones back in the game too. He'll stay out on Eddie Johnson. Let's see if Jones goes down on Barkley. If he does, go down on that defense. Oops, gonna pass it out. They leave Email. This time he misses, and Price tips it up ahead to Van Exel. Eddie Jones with a three, rims it out. Barkley yanks that rebound. Here we come.
I like what I see on the floor offensively.
Traveling call on Eddie Johnson.
As I was getting ready to say, I like what I see on the floor offensively because they're not protecting the perimeter. And so what you do, you put 3 perimeter shooters out there, a ball handler, and then you've got a great inside low post passer.
You just can't turn it over before you get a shot, though. You got to get a shot with this group. Van Exel went between his legs, almost turned it over. Little 360 move. Oh, boy, did he travel. Ball loose, and Ori gets it out of the foul. Loose balls will almost always go to the Lakers. They're so quick. You've got to really play hard. Eddie Jones swinging it around to Fox. Fox takes it in for 2, and a blocking foul on Emmanuel Davis. Second foul on Email.
Proper call.
Hey, that's the 3rd foul, I believe. Yeah, 3rd foul on Emmanuel Davis. So Mario Ellie now will come in for Email. So it'll be Ellie and Price, Barkley, Bullard, and Eddie Johnson.
Well, you got Bullard right now playing a center position. And let me see, you got Charles playing the big forward, and Mario playing the small forward, and Eddie playing the big guard.
Right now, the Lakers just out-quicking on some loose balls, out-quicking the Rockets. All right, Eddie Jones across the middle again, and Bullard with goaltending. 31-26 now, and the Lakers, just with sheer athletic ability, are starting to get back in this game. They're not shooting particularly well, 46%, but they're easing back into the game.
And they've done this with extending their defense. They got the Rockets somewhat out of sync.
Brent Price gets a step, and that's goaltending on Robert Horry.
I'll tell you what, I like what Brent Price is doing. He's quite aggressive offensively. That's 8 points for him. He turns that corner. Look at the size of those hands. Johnny Egan reincarnated. All right.
That's right. Egan has some hands, doesn't he? Like big bear claws. Kobe Bryant misses on the 3, and Price goes and gets it. One thing I like about Grant, he doesn't pick up his dribble. He will drive it all the way to the basket.
And he won't back away from anybody either.
Bullard with a fake. Misses on the 3. EJ with a short jumper won't go. Barkley goes and gets it. Charles.
Who was it? Charles. Maybe a little douse of water woke him up.
Yeah. Tell you, he really put a move on him then. There's Fox. Put a move on himself. Brent with a steal. Gives it up to Eddie. Eddie is stripped to the ball. Now I think it was Bryant or Van Exel, one of the two. Van Exel back the other way. Double pumps, misses. Tipped outside to Kobe Bryant. Bryant with a big step to the middle, and Bullard's got a block, and then a foul on Matt. Matt thought he got all ball.
You know why he thought that? Because he did. Let's take a look now. Here's a nice little crossover.
Nice little carry.
Well, everybody does that in the NBA. That's a good block right there. That's a good block right there. That is a good block, folks, right there.
But Kobe's starting to get some superstar treatment.
Yeah, well, I don't know nothing about that. I never received that myself.
Better get used to it. This kid's going to get a lot of calls. Gets them both. It's 35-28 now. Under 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Bullard is stripped of the ball and then fouls Eddie Jones. You've got to watch the ball around Eddie Jones or he'll pick your pocket in the New York Minute.
You've got to be careful of picking the ball up across half court on the sidelines because that's where they will trap.
And for the Rockets, number 42, Kevin Willis.
In the steals department, Eddie's always right up there. He's number 9 this year, and that's low for him. He's usually up in the top 5. He averages over 2 steals a game. Now, a whistle was blown, and a technical foul is called on Kobe Bryant. I don't know what he said, but somebody heard him. Did they have too many men? Did he not check in, or what happened? Oh, Brent Price missed another free throw. He came into this game hitting 77%. Brent Price has missed 7 free throws this season, and sometimes he's gone 2 years without missing 7 free throws.
I've gone 2 years without getting one.
Oh, come on, Murray.
Hey, I had to run in different people's arms to get a foul shot.
35-28, this low-scoring game, 5:40 left to play here in the second quarter. You got to take advantage. The Lakers have been cold, and if they stay this way, you've got to beat them.
That's right.
Eldon Campbell taking it inside for 2 more. That's too easy.
You can't allow them to get hustle points either.
No.
Second shot attempts on rebounds and things of that nature. Loose balls.
2 seconds, and the Rockets get it over the line. Took them 8 seconds to do it.
That's too long.
8 on the shot clock. Ori tips it away. Willis gets it back. Over to Barkley. Short jumper by Charles. Short again. And Fox comes out of there on the run. Rick Fox, nice pass to Eddie Jones for 2. And now the Lakers are back within 3. His press has helped them generate some turnovers.
Now,
Willis has Robert Ori right behind him. Double team on Willis. Brent Price is wide open. Brent short on the shot.
He measured that one.
Van Exel, 3-on-2 fast break. And I'll tell you, he looked his own man off. he fooled Eldon Campbell. He looked away thinking he would fool the Rockets, and he fooled his own man. Watch Eldon Campbell. Now he's going to look one way, pass to Eldon. Eldon's already going to the basket.
Well, Eldon stopped running.
We got a timeout. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Every year at this time, folks at Southwest Airlines get together to cook dinner at the Ronald McDonald House.
Request clearance for landing.
It's a special home where families can stay while their seriously ill children undergo treatment at a nearby hospital. The Ronald McDonald Houses are Southwest Airlines' primary charity. Thanks to your support, these children receive a special gift every day of the year, a gift of hope. From our families to yours, happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, Herb.
And a Merry Christmas to you, too.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'll pick you out of a lineup and send you to the slammer. You know what jail's like? Not a sourdough jack in sight. No golden toasty sourdough slices, no jumbo patties, no bacon, no cheese for you. That's hard time, baby!
Any trouble here?
No, officer. The young man's going to Jack in the Box. Can you give him a lift?
I'm not allowed in the street.
This year, there's more to celebrate than just the new year. Because during the Jeep year-end celebration, we're also celebrating Peterson's 4x4 of the year, the Jeep Grand Cherokee 5.9 Limited, which means great deals, like a 2-wheel drive Jeep Cherokee Sport for only $229 a month. Plus, get all these features at no extra charge. The Jeep year-end celebration, brought to you by the most award-winning brand of 4x4s on Earth. See your Texas Jeep and Eagle dealer.
Rockets with a 3-point lead and 4:29 left to play, and the consecutive games of 10 or more rebounds. Charles Barkley with 11, Jason Williams, Dennis Rodman, Lorenzen Wright, and that's just about the way it is in the league. Williams leading in rebounding, Rodman right behind him, and Barkley. It's really a 3-man race, and that's what the rebounding tonight. Barkley with 7, the Lakers with 12. Rockets need some baskets, though, and they need them in a hurry. There's
they gotta
another
stop
turnover.
turning the ball over.
Van Exel off to Jones for the slam. The Rockets are really turning it over. I think it's more the Lakers than Houston. The Rockets been protecting the ball very well lately.
But that's what the Rockets are doing right now. They lost their aggressiveness. They're protecting their lead instead of trying to add on to it.
Yep, good point. Right now the Lakers are on an 8-0 run. Rockets have 11 turnovers already. And a foul is called on Eldon Campbell. Well, that was a pretty good block. Drexler and Maloney will check in for Price and Johnson. There it is again. The referee thought maybe he got on his off arm before he blocked the ball.
I'll tell you what he did. He blocked the ball. All that off-arm business, I didn't see it.
Rockets 2 for 3 from the line. The Lakers are 4 for 7. Kevin now with 5 points. 5 points for Ellie, 4 for Barkley, 6 for Drexler, 5 for Bullard, and 8 for Price. So Bullard and Price gave the Rockets some good minutes while they were in there. 37-34, Rockets by 3. .345 left to play in the second quarter. Going down to Eldon Campbell, turns, fires, and it goes just off the glass, and this time Ellie comes up with a loose ball. Maloney quickly to Drexler. He's got Fox on him. Now Clyde taking it inside, back out to Charles. Charles will work on Robert Horry. Mario Ellie drives to the basket, and Willis with a foul. Take it to the basket.
The one thing Kevin Willis does as well as anybody in this league is he's always moving offensively to that basket.
Robert Horry takes it inside for 2, and he's fouled. Foul is called on Clyde.
That's his
First foul on Clyde Drexler. Both teams are in the penalty.
This is a good call on the part of Dick.
Yeah. You get a guy in the air and you try to protect him if you can. And Robert Horry will be back at the line. Robert pumped that iron in the offseason. Bill Harris said, I want you to be my power forward. And that way we can bring Eldon Campbell off the bench for Shaq. Robert put on about 20 pounds. There's Barkley with a missed free throw. And Willis and Robert Horry, I think, are going to be called for a double foul.
No, that's Kevin Willis and Van Exel.
A double foul. Van Exel got into it with Willis. 39-36, 3-point Houston lead with under 3 minutes left to play. Clyde back outside. Willis with a 15-footer. He missed it. Charles goes high and gets it. Takes it up. Off the glass for 2. Barkley is working hard. Barkley got that blue collar on tonight.
Yes, indeed, and it's clean.
41-36, alley-oop to the basket. Eddie Jones got there and saved it. Robert Horry with a three-pointer, missed it. Campbell gets the loose ball. Campbell with a turnaround, misses again. Horry over the back of Mario Ellie. Loose ball foul on Robert.
Loose ball foul number 5, Robert Horry. That's his first.
Mario does a nice job putting the body on Robert Horry. Robert Horry tried to sneak a little push down around the waist, but he was caught.
Shooting 2.
Calvin, want to wish a happy birthday tonight to Chuck Bacris. Bennett and Jeannie wanted to wish him a happy birthday. Also to Jeff Stallone.
Yeah, good friend of Matt Bullock's. That's out here at the game. I believe enjoying his birthday.
Yep. Bennett just had her 40th birthday Sunday, and she's gone into hiding.
At 40?
Yeah, we haven't seen her. And Ellie knocks the ball away. Clyde back behind him to Barkley. Barkley's got all day on the 3. tried to bank it off the glass, and it wouldn't go. Van Exel carried it a couple of times over to Eddie Jones. Barkley, oh, the block. Barkley gets it up ahead of Maloney. Maloney to Clyde. Clyde throws it into a crowd, and he's lucky. He's lucky. The Lakers knocked it out of bounds, but the crowd loves it. What about that Barkley on defense?
He thinks this is about 5 years ago when he used to go up there and snatch stuff out the air.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Boy, he just grabbed it. Now Charles from 15, missed. Eddie Jones clears it out to Van Exel again. Rockets with a 7-point lead. 1:45 left to play in the first half.
It's going to be a foul on
Ooh, Van Exel really pulled the trigger on that, and a foul on Robert Horry. Charles wants the shooting. He's already in the bonus. He's okay. He's going to get 1+. Well, with the way the game is going right now, this is a good time to tell you about the Houston Thunderbears, because you won't see contact like this in arena football. We're now accepting deposits on group and season tickets for the 1998 season. Call an account executive at 627-PASS. You can find out a lot more. The Houston Thunderbears, arena football. And Charles Barkley, talking about a Thunder Bear, will be at the line.
Talking about Thunder Bears, I'll tell you, that Clutch is the actor, isn't he? He had 3 of the cutest little bears behind him out there during one of the timeouts.
Cubs.
Good thinking.
Corey Blunt will check into the game, and Kobe Bryant will come back in.
So I take it that Cubs are baby bears, huh?
Well, you never played Baylor, did you?
Oh, goodness.
Back when we were freshmen, you know, and you went, when we played Baylor's freshman team, they were the Cubs.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. 45-36, 9-point Rockets lead. Double team on Campbell, and Van Exel will drop it back down to Eldon again. Double team, turns baseline short. Barkley with another. Well, if that you can count that a rebound, it is. He's got 12 rebounds. Oh, going to be a steal. You can't make a lazy pass on the Lakers.
That's offensive. That is offensive. Very good call. Kobe reached out and pushed the defense away.
I think he kind of lost control of the ball for a second, didn't he?
Okay, now right here, Matt does a nice job coming in front of him. Man, get out my way. Don't you know who I am?
Thunderbears need him point guard.
I'm the new era.
45-36, Rockets by 9. 1 minute left to play here in the first half. Barkley directing traffic now. He'll take it down on Eldon Campbell. Back to Ellie. Right back to Barkley again. Barkley inside to Clyde. Clyde trying to take it up. Takes it up again. Missed it. Tipped up and in by Othella Harrington.
Rockets have taken the lead back up to 11, Bill.
Matt Maloney almost with a steal. Van Exel to the basket for the slam. Oh, boy, did he get up high.
Well, I tell you what, that's how you got to take the ball to the basket. You can't go in there.
It's not for the faint of heart tonight. Double team coming. Clyde Drexler going down the baseline, draws a double team, throws it to Othella. Othella into the middle. Oh, fella, my fella.
Would you stop that?
18 seconds left to play.
Trying to sound like a poet over here.
Van Exel now will spread out the court. What do you look for here?
A little penetration, stop and pop.
Van Exel didn't have to.
Now that's too easy.
Just laid it up.
That's too easy.
Way too easy. Rockets get it to Maloney. Tries to get it up in a hurry. He does. Good idea, but it didn't go. But an excellent quarter for the Houston Rockets and a great first half of defense for the Rockets. Rockets manage 49 points. They hold the high-scoring Lakers, the top offensive team in the league, to only 40 first-half points.
I thought your parents were home.
They move in darkness. They live in shadows. And if you see one, it's probably too late. On Christmas Day, things are going to get a little hairy. An American Werewolf in Paris. Rated R. Starts Christmas Day.
I didn't think about going to Lowe's for Mike's gift, but then I got his list.
Well, we do carry more tools than anyone. Ed keeps borrowing my drill. I think I'm going to do something nice.
So you're giving him a new drill?
No, the new drill's for me.
Yeah, something for that handyman.
Yeah, do you think Dad'll like this saw?
Sure, I would.
Great price.
Why do you think we're called Lowe's?
Sure could use this sander.
I've already got your gift, honey.
When it comes to holiday gifts, Lowe's knows.
For all of you basketball fans who are into statistics, so far the NBA and the Fannie Mae Foundation have hit 435,000 boards, thrown up 300,000 bricks, made 90,000 assists, and with the help of a 10-foot stepladder reached a goal slightly higher than the basket. The NBA and the Fannie Mae Foundation, America's home team.
There's something down there.
That's right.
No, I really mean it.
I really mean it, too.
Something big is coming.
From now on, everybody stays on board.
It smells your fear.
Do you hear that?
It feels your panic.
Is snakes out there this big?
And it will take your breath away.
Back on the floor! Come on!
Anaconda.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on Direct TV.
You're watching Fox Sports Southwest.
Houston Rockets basketball on Fox Sports Net is presented by your Texas Jeep and Eagle dealer. And by the Sourdough Jack from Jack in the Box. 2 million antenna balls can't be wrong. Well, that's about as good a defense for a half I've seen the Rockets play all season, and yet Houston only 9 points ahead. This Laker team is explosive.
Yeah, well, the Rockets are only 9 points ahead, but that doesn't matter. They held the Lakers to 40 points, and they did that by not allowing the Lakers to get a lot of opportunity baskets or second shot attempts.
I'm just afraid, you know, whenever that ball gets loose, the Lakers get to it, and they're off to the other end for layups. You've got to really be careful and hope that you can keep them shooting outside shots.
Well, the first thing you want to do is keep them in a half-court game. You don't want to try to run with them at all.
And how about Barkley? Already 12 rebounds.
Well, let me tell you what Barkley is. Just like you said, he came out there with that blue collar on tonight. He's not to be denied.
Okay, here's tonight's Discover card, payback play. And as you take a look at the way Barkley is working, as we talked about, Bullard misses on a shot. Eddie Johnson's going to get the rebound. He misses on a short jumper, and then Barkley just goes in, grabs the rebound, and forces it back up and in for two. And the Rockets lead 49-40 at halftime. We're going to break away now from Compaq Center. Going back to the studio, Kevin Eschenfelder will update you on scores and highlights from around the league. It's all coming up right after this timeout. You're watching Houston Rockets basketball on Fox Sports Net.
To 3/4.
10 millimeter.
My favorite.
The all-new Mazda truck. Pure truck. Now get 3.9% APR for 36 months on Mazda B-Series trucks.
Stampede tomorrow night, 2 a.m.
Boss! Your daughter's on the phone. Calling all the way from Houston.
You can call anytime for any reason.
Honey, what is it?
Oh, hi, Daddy. I just called to say hey.
Call Brenham in 170 Southeast Texas cities for just $30 a month.
Hey, she just called to say hey.
There's something on my Discover card statement that's a surprise. It's seafoam green. It looks like something from the 50s. It looks vintage. My husband will absolutely freak out when he sees it. He's going to be so excited. I like makeup because I never wore very much before I started singing professionally. My favorite color is a color called faux, as in fake. How many credit cards make a statement like that? The more you spend, the more money you get back. You can't lose.
It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Nova sign.
The mighty Jayhawks have arrived on Fox Sports Net with Player of the Year candidate Rafe LaFrentz and consensus All-American Paul Pierce. Roy Williams masterminds one of the nation's top programs. The Jayhawks head west, where Henry Bibby's Trojans are hungry for a big-time upset. Kansas Southern Cal, Tuesday at 9:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Kevin Eschenfelder back with you. It's halftime at Compaq Center. The Rockets leading the Los Angeles Lakers 49-40 at the break. Let's get a quick check of what's going on elsewhere around the NBA on our Red Lobster update. Jazz taking on the Atlanta Hawks tonight in Atlanta. And Steve Smith and Woody Mayfield yucking it up. Steve Smith didn't have much to smile about once this one got going. Gets the lay in here. And then Malone, the hoop and the foul. Went right around to Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo can't believe it, then again, he never can. Check out the defense there by Karl Malone with the rejection on Leitner. Hornacek going the other way with the left hand off glass and the foul. Game was tied at 55 at that point, but then a Gray coming back. He has the steal to take it and jam it down, but Jazz have been the ones doing most of the jamming in this one as they lead at 80-74. About 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Karl Malone leading all scorers. He has 16 points. Well, Golden State hasn't won at Phoenix since 1995. They try it tonight. Second quarter just underway. It is 20-19. The Phoenix Suns leading that one. New Jersey Nets taking on the Orlando Magic. A couple of the more surprising teams in the NBA this season. 85-74 at Disney World. It is a lead for the Nets by 11 points. Mark Price on with 21 points. Sam Cassell has 18. Sherm Douglas with 16 points for New Jersey. Horace Grant also tossing an 18 for the Magic. And the Pistons taking on the 76ers 4 days after that four-player deal. Two teams meet for the second time. 71-56. Philadelphia having the better end of that. And oh, by the way, none of the four players in the deal factor in the scoring, at least as far as the top two scorers with these games. Grant Hill with 16 points. Tim Thomas has 15 to lead the way for Philadelphia. It is 49-40 at Compaq Center. That's going to do it for our Red Lobster update. We will take you back to Bill Worrell in a moment.
I didn't think about going to Lowe's for Mike's gift, but then I got his list.
Well, we do carry more tools than anyone.
Ed keeps borrowing my drill. I think I'm going to do something nice.
So you're giving him a new drill?
No, the new drill's for me.
Yeah, something for that handyman.
Yeah, do you think Dad'll like this saw?
Sure, I would.
Great price.
Why do you think we're called Lowe's?
Sure could use this sander.
I've already got your gift, honey.
When it comes to holiday gifts, Lowe's knows.
Statistics. The stuff of instruments, gauges, and stopwatches. What if you were to buy a car strictly with your left brain? If that car was the new Mazda 626, your right brain would be handsomely rewarded. The all-new Mazda 626. Retooled, refined, reborn. Lease a 626LX, $249 a month.
I whack the weeds. So you want to know what's on my Discover card statement. I'm a camp cook and a bad one, but I've got a good stove. He loves to chase that. The cashback bonus award.
It all folds up into a carry-on.
She loves to get flowers, and I love to give them.
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
Well, the toughest thing about buying a wetsuit is trying them on.
It pays to discover. Use it where you see the Nova sign.
Houston is fueled and ready to blast off. They go for their third NBA championship in the 90s. Two of the most prolific players in basketball history, and the Rockets flying high. Ready to shoot it out with anybody who comes to town. Chris Webber and the Wizards soar into Houston to run with the Rockets. Saturday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA.
Houston Rockets basketball on Fox Sports Net is presented by Mazda. Come see what happens when a car company has more engineers and fewer accountants. Mazda. By Miller Lite, who reminds you that anything can happen at Miller time. Let's check out tonight's first half stats. They are presented by Miller Beer. The Lakers shooting only 44% from the field and 0 for 9 from the three-point line. And the Rockets 5 of 12 rebounding. The Rockets doing a superior job on the boards, and the turnovers are about equal. Points off turnovers. Now the Lakers had 10 points off of Houston turnovers in the second quarter, Calvin, and that was the difference. But right now I like the way the numbers are going as far as Houston is concerned, and we'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
This is Sean Sullivan, Bill Hurd Chevrolet. I'm often asked, why is Bill Hurd Chevrolet the largest dealership in the nation? The answer is simple. We treat everybody like a brother or sister and develop long-lasting relationships. We also offer huge rebates, low interest rates, 0 down payments, and no payments until spring. Plus, we are able to allow you more for your trade than anybody in the state of Texas. That's Bill Hurd Chevrolet, 59 South, exit Sugar Land, both ways. Why would you buy anywhere else?
I know what's hip, got the clothes, the hair, designer underwear, you know the trip. Been rave, rad, bonded with my dad, been punk, metal, I'm on the level. Don't do it over, 'cause that's over, yeah. Generation Next.
4. Blast off a cap of specially marked Pepsi and Mountain Dew for cool rocket prizes.
We're talking football and taking you on the field, behind the scenes, and inside the game. Ron Pitts and Tim Green take you to the action.
I'm not going.
Plus Millen's matchup, NFL Total Access. Then get the X's and O's from the pros. Join NFL on Fox host Ronnie Lott and Bill Moss for the Inside Scoop. Pro Bowl, past, present, and future. This is hardcore football. NFL Insight, Fox Attitude. Tuesdays on Fox Sports Southwest.
You're into the game. Get into the gear. Have you heard about Nothing But Hoops? It's the official catalog of the NBA. You can get NBA Authentics. That's the same stuff players wear. Hey, it might even help your game. Get the coolest stuff from any team, anytime, anywhere. Even WNBA stuff. What more could you ask for? For your free Nothing But Hoops catalog, call 1-800-NBA-HOOPS. 1-800-NBA-HOOPS. I love this stuff.
Every time you step up to the line, you're alone. There is no defender. There is no clock. Only one thing can get in your way. Yourself. Don't feel the pressure. Don't think. Just release.
Houston Rockets basketball on Fox Sports Southwest.
Houston Rockets basketball on Fox Sports Net is presented by Gatorade. You live life, you get thirsty. Life is a sport. Drink it up. And by your Houston area Ford dealers. When only the best will do, it's Texas Ford and you. We're about ready ready to start the second half, but first let's go to courtside where Lisa's standing by with a pretty fair tennis player. Huh, Lisa?
A great tennis player, also a former great basketball player, played 5 seasons with the Houston Rockets, then he coached in the NBA, now he's the general manager at Westside Tennis Club. First of all, John, let's talk about the history of this matchup. The Lakers and the Rockets, always a great game. Proved that in the first half tonight.
Yeah, it's always been a great rivalry. Ever since Ralph Sampson hit that shot to put him out in '86, it really has been a rivalry ever since. And this has been a very good game. I think the Lakers have looked like a road-weary team, but the Rockets have come in and got great minutes from Brent Price and Matt Bullock, and they've been able to hold them off. That's great.
Now, Kobe Bryant, we've got to talk about Kobe because his dad, Joe, played in the NBA about the same time you were playing, but you know Kobe for a different reason. When you were coaching in Philadelphia, he practiced with your team?
He practiced with our team. He was actually right around the corner. He and my daughter went to school together at Lower Merion. So he came out to Westside Tennis Club last night, lifted weights, shot at the practice facility. So we've known each other for a while.
But he was just in high school. You said he was the best guy on the team when he was playing with you, right?
Yeah, he was. We were bad.
Well, thanks for joining us, John. Let's go back to Bill. Bill?
I'm the West Side now.
Tell him we know where to find him, Lisa. He's the only guy Calvin and I can still beat.
I can beat him.
All right, Van Exel now will start it off on offense. Eldon Campbell will back it in. Draws a double team, back over the shoulder. Nice pass to Fox. Misses a 3. Still 0 for 10. Charles overthrows Drexler. And that's the... I don't know. I don't think you can afford those turnovers against this Laker team.
No, you can't afford the turnovers, but you can't afford not to be aggressive also.
Yeah.
You got to keep attacking.
The Rockets have done a good job of cutting their turnovers down to 16 a game now. I mean, we're up around 19 at the 20 at the start of the season. Van Exel shoots a jump shot. Good defense by Maloney, but it's tipped up and in by Rick Fox.
Rick Fox. Great job defensively and then not coming up with the ball.
All right, now how the Lakers come out of that locker room here in the third. They want to try to set a tone. The Rockets want to do the same thing. And it's 49-42, 7-point Houston lead.
I would like to see the Rockets attack that press a little more. When you get the ball across half court and you got numbers, go to the basket.
At Maloney with a 3. They ran at him pretty hard. Barkley gets the offensive rebound.
Now, Kevin, give the ball up. Give the ball up, Kev.
Maloney gives it right back to Kevin. Baseline jumper.
It's amazing what can happen when that ball moves quickly, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I think the Rockets had only 10 assists in that game against the Spurs Saturday night. That's the lowest number of assists for the Rockets this season. A 3-pointer for Eddie Jones. And it looked like Mario Elie got clipped. He ran into a pick trying to chase Jones, and he went down hard. Is that a grimace or a grin? I can't tell. Now Barkley's going to give it. When Barkley threatened mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, Elie had a miraculous healing.
It must be the breakfast.
Watch the right side of your screen now and see what happens. Ooh, Ori stuck his derriere out and picked him off.
Derriere? Are we talking about Boutte?
Boutte.
Okay.
Of which Robert does not have a lot of.
I don't know. Since he's been pumping weight, he's filled out pretty good.
So Mario is back now. 51-45. Rockets lead it. Just underway with the third quarter. Clyde Drexler shoots it over Robert Horry, misses, and Rick Fox has it. And a turnover by the Lakers. Horry was not ready for that pass. Rockets need to get a basket here now. Going inside to Willis, got it. Beautiful pass. I did not see Kevin Willis until right at the last second.
That's what you got to do. You got to notice the mismatches. Now, Kevin got caught underneath the basket with a guard. You lob the ball around the rim, let your big man go get it, and that's what's the result. 2 points.
All right, Fox taking it inside on Drexler. Won't get the roll, and Willis tips it out of bounds. Looked like the Lakers Lakers have changed up. When they go back on defense, it looks like now they've changed their defense up a little bit, but we'll watch this alley-oop. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
What you do on the alley-oop is you throw the ball to the rim, let the big man go up and get it, and Charles threw that ball perfectly.
Down to Fox again, and they want him to work on Drexler. Turnaround Fox, got it. Rick Fox. All right, Rick Fox starting to go to work now. He has 8 points. Eddie Jones leads the Lakers with 11. Barkley and Ori. Now they switch Ori back to Barkley.
Trying to keep Charles off balance with the defensive attack.
Back outside to Clyde. Clyde with a 3. Clyde Drexler and the Rockets now have hit 6 of 14 three-pointers. Elvin Campbell on the block. Back outside Eddie Jones. Jones has hit 2 threes in a row.
You don't want to rotate off of Jones. He's proven to me he can put the ball in the basket.
He's hit the only 2 three-pointers for the Lakers. They're now 2 of 12. There's Clyde back to Barkley. Rockets still have 10 seconds on the shot clock. Down to 7. Down to 6 seconds. Drexler, now you got to make it happen. Clyde will put up a 3. Just barely grazed the iron. 6-point lead by the Rockets. Directing traffic. He doesn't. They want to go to Fox again. They like that matchup.
Well,
against Clyde.
Rockets going to have to get better support quicker.
Blocked by Drexler. Drexler says, get that stuff out of here.
You must don't read the press clippings from yesterday.
Clyde giving it up to Willis. And he lost the ball. Campbell gives it up to Van Exel. Van Exel in the middle. Got to cut that dribble off. He turns inside. Good pickup by the Rockets. Eddie Jones. Tough pass in the middle and a turnover by the Lakers. Let's go to Lisa.
Well, Bill, as you pointed out, Eddie Jones came out second half, hit 2 big three-pointers. And I hate to tell you this, but the former Rocket John Lucas pulled Eddie aside at the half and told him, you've got to shoot more, Eddie. You've got to shoot more. He has, Bill.
What did John do that for? Here's Clyde.
He wants me to punch him in his nose, apparently.
And it ball belongs to the Lakers.
Out of bounds, Lakers ball.
Six-point Houston lead with 7:23 and counting left to play in the third quarter. There's Van Exel with a little double pump.
It's time to give it a little regrouping here.
Yep. Rockets seem to have lost a little focus. And a timeout, Houston leading by 4.
What do you get when you fly Southwest Airlines? Fun fares.
Well, you've waited so long for a fare to get so nice and low now. You really should fly.
Light up the night. Southwest Airlines fun fares are so low. Want to see that again? Now you can fly just for the fun of it.
With us, 'cause we got a lot of things to do now. You really should fly. And you'll have fun, flying Southwest on a fun fair today. Fun, flying on a fun fair today.
It's gonna save you big time. 2.9 financing for 48 months, and you can get it on almost every new model 98 Ford, Mustang, Taurus, Contour, Ranger, Escort, and ZX2. 2.9 financing over 48 months means you can save over $2,100 by acting right now. You'll also save on F-Series and Explorer, both with 2.9% financing for 36 months. Hey, if you're looking for a new Ford, now's the time. And your Texas Ford dealer's the place.
I love sports. I dream about sliding headfirst into home plate. Deep in my bones, there is a need for slap shots, left hooks, spikes, high-speed turns, sudden death overtime. He's wide open down the sideline. I want every step. I want every score. The 30, the 20, the 10. If you got the hunger, like I got the hunger, there's only one place to go.
Fox Sports and Fox Sports Southwest bring you worldwide sports coverage plus your favorite home teams, all on Fox Sports Online.
God!
Lakers within 4 points of the Rockets. You can score cool Rockets jerseys, basketballs, and free Pepsi and Mountain Dew when you play the Pepsi Under the Cap game. Just twist the cap to win great stuff from the Rockets and Pepsi. So play now. There's no purchase necessary. See stores for more detail. You got your Mountain Dew right there, don't you?
And it's good, too.
There's a major endorsement.
Hey, I'm a big Mountain Dew man. What can I tell you?
You are. You drank enough of that stuff.
Me and Jethro Bodine. Yeah!
Oh, boy. Here's Mario going to work on Eddie Jones now. Gets a pick. Mario taking it in. Obviously, they wanted him to work him. He did. It's 3-on-2 fast break. Eddie Jones taking it inside, and goaltending is called on Houston. And a whistle first. Foul called on Mario Elliott. Well, Eddie Jones has a couple of three-pointers. Now he's going to try to get one the old-fashioned way from the line. And the Lakers, if he makes this free throw, will be within 1 point. L.A. is 6 of 9 in this quarter from the field.
Well, it's a one-point game now. The Rockets have got to find a way to score and not relinquish this lead. Notice what this person's doing. They're not trying to steal the ball or anything. They're simply trying to make the Rockets use up that shot clock so that when they set up their offense, they're around 11 seconds.
And that's what it is. Now down to 9, down to 8 seconds. Mario gets a good look on a three. Missed it. Barkley gets it right back. Over to Willis. Short jumper. Going to pull the trigger on it, however. Eldon Campbell gets it up to Rick Fox. Over to Eddie Jones. Picked up by Maloney. Van Exel says, I like that matchup. Go ahead and post up, and he does. Now Eddie. Double team. They swing it around. Robert Horry's wide open for a three. He gets it, and the Lakers have the lead.
Now, that's one thing Robert Horry, if he gets his stroke back, can do. He can put pressure on the defense not to leave him on the perimeter.
The Lakers have outscored the Rockets 18-7 here to start the third quarter. Maloney
that's
with
off.
a three.
That's off.
Way off the mark. Eldon Campbell with a rebound to Van Exel.
When you shoot that ball with your legs closed, you're off balance.
Van Exel pumps it up. Missed it badly. Horry trying to save it, and Clyde comes out of there with it. Here come the Rockets on the run. Nice pass off by Clyde to Ellie, and ball's knocked out of bounds by the Lakers. Looked like Clyde was trying to go behind his back again. The Lakers saw that coming. Now watch this play.
A little nifty ball handling out here. And he took an extra step and it looked good. It was so good they gave him some brownie points and didn't call it.
And the ball was knocked out of bounds. Still 18 on the shot clock for Houston. Barkley's got Horry on him. Clyde gets a step on Fox. Put it up too hard. Mario gets it back. Still 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball didn't hit the rim, and an offensive foul on Elliott.
Out of sync right now.
Really?
Out of sync. When you get out of sync offensively, you don't want to put the ball on the floor. You want to make that offense work by ball movement, body movement, try to take it to the basket.
Rockets offense has gone cold. They've managed only 7 points here in this third quarter. Down to Eldon Campbell again. Campbell to the middle, and a pushing foul on Kevin Willis.
Well, there was 2 hands on him is what Dick Pavetti said.
That's the second team foul on the Rockets. The Lakers have not committed a foul so far in this quarter. Under 5 minutes left to play. Chasing Eddie Jones now. Jones with a big step inside. Blocked by Barkley. Maloney has it. And Matt will pull it out. Start the offense. Willis working on Horry. Jump hook, Kevin. Missed it. Tipped away from the basket by the Lakers, and Campbell saves it, and the Rockets just can't buy a basket. Fox lost the ball going up. Gets it back, puts it up, loses it again to Willis. And Fox tries to save it out of bounds. Look at that hustle.
Those shots were so bad, he had to hustle.
Looks like Rodman getting a lot of rebounds, but no points. And it's still a 2-point Laker lead. Clyde taking it over to Charles. 15-footer off the glass. And that ties it at 58. Did he call back?
No, he didn't, but he says, I got enough in the bank to make it happen.
Rick Fox dribbling in for the layup. And the Lakers go back on top by 2. Under 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Clyde on the glide, and he's hammered. That glide got rather rough.
The weather was kind of
bumpy.
You see, you know, the one thing that the Rockets have got to get to have more of is spacing. When Clyde is feeling good and wants to go to that basket, he doesn't need to have defensive help from the opposite side to stop him from being able to glide to the basket.
Clyde will get 2. Matt Bullard prepares to check in. The Lakers have substituted Kobe Bryant and Corey Blunt into the game. And Matt Bullard will check in, and Barkley will get a breather.
See, the problem with the way the game's going right now is the fact that the Lakers have so much individual talent that any given time, one of them can, if it's a close game, just take over.
Yeah.
Van Exel did it the first time in the summer this year. Kobe Bryant did it in L.A. Eddie Jones has the ability. Fox has the ability.
Game tied at 60 now as Van Exel will put the ball in play for the Lakers. He lost the ball. Mario has it. 3-on-2 fast break Houston. Maloney puts up a jumper short. Man, they got to get more out of that. Campbell gets the pass inside, and he's fouled by Bullard. You know, I've seen a lot of fast breaks, and I just think you got to get the ball to the middle and get it to the numbers.
Okay, the problem on that break, Bill, was not that the ball wasn't in the middle, because it was, that's where it was stolen. But they were so close offensively going down the floor that the defense was that one defensive man was able to guard 2 of them, and then Matt had to stop short and take that off-balance jump shot.
That happens sometimes to a team that's not accustomed to running a lot of fast breaks.
Well, it's a common rule when you're fast breaking with any team is to spread out. That doesn't have to be something that's by design. You want to get as far away from each other as possible. The one thing I tried to do as a shooter during the time that I played was to go wide and let the defense have to honor the ball handler and then give me an opportunity to get that ball with the defense running at me, pump fake the shot, go past him, or go ahead and take that jumper.
All right, the Lakers go back up by 2. 3:15 left to play here in the third period. Ellie will drop it down to Willis. Willis squares up on Eldon Campbell.
Move the ball, move the ball.
And Rudy says it's an illegal defense by the Lakers. There's no whistle. Bullard's got to shoot it. 1 second on the shot clock, short. And the rebound to Kobe Bryant. Kobe taking it inside. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Willis again.
I tell you, the Rockets have got to start to capitalize on the way the Lakers are playing. I've seen the Lakers play better.
360 by Drexler, blocked out of bounds by Oled. Timeout charge to the Lakers. 2:40 left to play in the third quarter, and LA up by 2.
This is Sean Sullivan for Bill Hurd Chevrolet. People often ask me, why is Bill Hurd Chevrolet the largest Chevrolet dealership in the nation? Well, here's why. We carry more inventory than anybody in Texas. Because of our tremendous volume, we can afford to discount more than others. We constantly offer rebates, low interest rates, 0 down payment, and no payments until spring. Plus, we are able to allow you more for your trade-in than anybody in the state of Texas. That's Bill Hurd Chevrolet, 59 South, exit Sugar Land, both ways. Why would you buy anywhere else?
John Lithgow performs the Discover Card Dial-Along song.
An extemporaneous piece.
Provided for your dialing pleasure while you call 1-800-IT-PAYS-2 and apply for your Discover Card, the card with the cashback bonus award that always pays you back.
That was a nice surprise.
And that's music to everyone's ears. It pays to Discover. To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-2. Accepted where you see the Nova sign.
Houston is fueled and ready to blast off. They go for their 3rd NBA championship in the 90s. 2 of the most prolific players in basketball history, and the Rockets flying Wizards soar into Houston to run with the Rockets. Saturday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Welcome back to Fox Sports Southwest, a part of Fox Sports Net and cable home of the Houston Rockets. Well, the Lakers having a big third quarter. They have taken the lead 62-60, and you'll remember out on the West Coast a couple of weeks ago, the Lakers had 36 points in the third quarter of that game, and that erased a Houston halftime lead. The Rockets having a lead here at halftime tonight, and the Lakers have outscored Houston 22-11 in this quarter. Bullard pops out high. Corey Blunt right on him. They're looking, Drexler looking for Willis. Shot clock down to 4 seconds. Kevin has to put up a rainbow shot, and the best it could do was hit the rim. So the Rockets did not get what they wanted offensively again. Now remember, the Rockets held the Lakers to 14 points in the first quarter, but the Rockets have managed only 11 here.
Stop trying to steal the ball.
And the basket by Eldon Campbell rather decisively, and a foul on Matt Bullard.
Now that's twice Kevin reached around trying to steal the ball or to stop the pass in, and twice Campbell was able to spin the opposite direction. Right here, the ball's coming in. Now Kevin reaches out to try to steal it. That opens up the floodgates for him to go the other way, and he gets the easy dunk.
A couple of things there. Campbell really set a good base on the post, and the pass was delivered on the perfect side, away from the defender. Again, the Rockets now being pressed. That's a nice zone press. You can zone in the backcourt. Lakers knock it out of bounds, and it was at 14 seconds on the shot clock, so that was the 10 seconds had expired.
Let me tell you one of the things you do against a press like this. When the ball goes in the basket, step out of bounds quickly, get it in and go. Don't let them set up the press and then try to beat it that way. Not this press. Good job with it.
Going down to Clyde. That's the second illegal defense. Campbell got caught out of position, so the Rockets will shoot a technical free throw. And Mariel misses. The Rockets are the #1 free throw shooting team in the NBA at 77%. Nice pass to Emmanuel Davis, but did he step out of bounds? He did. Lakers ball. So the Rockets continue to struggle offensively. The Lakers now have outscored Houston 25-11 in this third quarter, lead by 5. And the Rockets are digging themselves quite a hole here. 1:45 left. Eddie Jones has all day to set. Too much time.
He backed out of that shot. He was so confident that it was going to go in. He was shooting it and backing it up at the same time, which made the shot become short.
Reaching foul on Kobe Bryant. That's only the second team foul on the Lakers, but it quickly goes to 14 fouls because it was the first foul committed under 2 minutes. Rockets need points, Calvin.
Badly. And they need movement in order to get them points.
Matt Bullard going baseline. Tough shot. It goes. Boy, anything right now. Quickly back the other way to Kobe Bryant. Ellie picks him up nicely. There's the switch. Bullard comes out on Bryant. Corey Blunt is double teamed. Seconds on the shot clock. So far, the Rockets have played great defense. Van Exel, tough shot. What do you do?
Nothing. You don't foul him. First of all, he yo-yoed back and forth, and you had 4 guys watching him yo-yo. But, you know, they have so many good shooters on the floor. It's almost hard to leave your man to come over and support.
Down to Willis again. Again, a 5-point lead by the Lakers. Back out to Bullard. They swing it around nicely. Mario with a 3. Misses. Bullard with a tip in. Good job, Matt Bullard, as he has the last 4 Rocket points. Rockets trail by 3. Half a minute left to play here in the quarter. Bryant trying to hide behind that pick by Campbell. He does, and he hits. Well, they went behind the pick. When that happens, you got a good 3-point shooter, and Kobe Bryant hit the 3. And it's a 6-point Laker lead. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 seconds. Email down to Bullard with a hook shot, and Matt Bullard gets it to go. 1 second left. Look out for Van Exel. But he got it off too late, and Matt Bullard scores the final 6 points of the quarter for Houston. But the Lakers have a big third quarter, outscoring the Rockets 30-17 and lead going into the fourth.
Wasn't my fault. There was this deer.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
No problem.
You get hungry putting out fires?
Yeah.
I got a great burger for you. The Sourdough Jack. 2 crunchy slices of grilled sourdough with a big juicy cheeseburger and bacon. Very unique. I work for the guy who makes it.
Sourdough Jack, huh? Thanks for the tip.
Hey, wait. Seeing as the car's totaled, could I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Cinderella, just in yellow, went upstairs to kiss the fella. Made a mistake, kissed a snake. How many doctors did it take? 1, 2.
With BusyLine answering from Call Notes voicemail service, you even get messages when someone is using the phone. Get the message. Get Call Notes.
The savings are unbeatable at your Texas Ford dealers' year-end clearance.
Well, the Rockets led at halftime, but now trail by 4 as we go into the final 12 minutes of this game. Kobe Bryant again coming in that third period, and look what he's done in the month of December. Only Karl Malone, Mitch Richmond, Patrick Ewing, Glenn Rice have outscored young Kobe Bryant in the month of December. And here's the 3 as he steps behind Eldon Campbell. That's what makes him so dangerous, Calvin. He's a great driver, but a pretty good outside shot.
He's a rangy kid.
All right, Price is in the game now. Bullard gets by Fox, hooks it up again. Barkley puts it up, but he missed it. Gets it back. Charles looking to create something, and he does. He gets a foul call. Just staying after it.
Now, he could have made that layup. I think Sir Charles is patenting his offensive rebounding. Boy, I tell you what, it's just a pleasure to watch him work, isn't it? Yeah. He's going to find a way to get that ball in traffic, and he's always finding a way to make a seam. There is no seam for him to go to the basket because he's only 5 feet from there, but he'll reverse it and take it to the other side of the rim and go in for a layup.
I think he's got 15 rebounds in this game. See, I think our stats have kind of gone on the board. 16 rebounds for Charles.
And we're still 11 minutes going in this game. We're talking about 20 rebound game tonight.
Yeah, he's had 41 20-20 games in his career. So it's a 2-point Laker lead now. The Rockets going with Price, Davis, Bullard, Barkley, and Drexler. They're looking to that Rick Fox matchup again on Drexler. And Clyde knocks it away. But unfortunately, Robert Horry is out there to get it. Kobe Bryant is left unattended at the 3-point line. And Rudy a little upset. He thinks Kobe moved his feet to get in position. But he got it anyway. Price gives it back to Barkley. Charles working on the defense. Back to Bullard. Bullard going inside. Nice pass. Price with a jumper. Boy, Bullard's creating a lot of stuff.
And Price is back. Daddy comes in town, takes him out in the backyard, looks over his shot, says, you're doing this wrong, son. And like a good son, he follows Daddy's instructions, and he's back with that good jump shot, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He looks good on it. Rick Fox gives it up now. 4 seconds on the shot clock, down to 3. Campbell shoots it up over Barkley and got it.
Folks, unless you know the history of the Price brothers, Dad is the one that taught them how to shoot. That's why we keep alluding to the fact that Dad came and kicked his shot.
Of course, Mark having a sensational NBA career. There's the double team. They swing it around to Emmanuel Davis. Emmanuel has it stripped by Van Exel. Robert Horry in the open court. Robert Horry drives it up short on the shot, and Price gets it back into the hands of Drexler. Charles will work it in now. Gets the double team. That leaves Matt open. Matt misses. 75-70 Lakers lead. Under 10 minutes left to play here in the game. Elvin Campbell with a turnaround over Charles. Missed it. And the ball loose. Bullard fought for the rebound.
Now the Rockets are doing everything right except putting the ball in the basket consistently.
Clyde is fouled.
Fouls on number 17, Rick Fox. That's his 4th personal foul. Checking into the game for the Rockets.
Well, just a reminder, the next Rockets home game is Saturday, December 27th. The Washington Wizards will be in town, and if you're at the game, be sure to pick up your new Rockets Blast-Off game program on sale in the arena. You'll read about how the Rockets plan to contain Wizards Juwan Howard and Chris Webber. Remember, the game starts with Rockets Blast-Off. And another illegal defense. That's the 3rd on the Lakers.
By the way, that Washington Wizard team is new and improved, Bill.
Well, since they've moved into their new arena, they've taken off. They've yet to lose in their new arena. And now Matt Bullard will take the technical foul shot.
Oh, my goodness.
So the Rockets have missed 2 technical fouls? Three.
All 3 technical foul shots were missed by 3 different people.
And those are the 3 free throws the Rockets have missed. They're 12 of 15 from the line. Swinging around. Price drops it down to Barkley. He'll work on Elvin Campbell now. Charles bumping him occasionally. Takes it to the basket. Reversal 2. Well, if you can't go over him, you can go around him. There's got to be a way, and Charles found it. It's a 3-point Laker lead.
What do I tell the kids to stay in school about a hurdle? You got to find a way to go around it, under it, or over it.
All right, the crowd now trying to get into this game. Rick Fox with a 3. Missed it, and Barkley goes and gets his 18th rebound of the game. Price. Back out. Eddie Johnson. Missed it.
The crowd was holding their breath. They anticipated.
And a loose ball foul on Charles Barkley. That's the first foul on Charles. Barkley tonight, 14 points, 18 rebounds. 12 for Willis, 11 for Drexler, 11 for Bullard, and 10 for Price. Right now, Charles, if you think about that 2020 club, he's in a first-place tie with Akeem Olajuwon among the active players with 41 2020s. Kevin Willis is number 3 with 23 games of 2020. Patrick Ewing with 19, Shaquille O'Neal 17. Well, it was tough about Patrick, wasn't it?
What, you fractured his wrist?
Really feel sorry for him because he's such a warrior. Kobe Bryant, fade away. Boy, he did. I tell you, Emmanuel Davis can't play any better defense. What a shot by Kobe Bryant. He has 17 points in 21 minutes. Is that instant offense off the bench or what?
That's what it is. Took him a couple of shots to get warmed up, but he's ready now.
All right, Barkley will work on Corey Blunt. Bryant comes over on the double team. Price is open for a minute. And an offensive foul is called on Matt Bullard.
Offensive foul number 59, Bullard. That's his 5th.
77-72. That's the 5th foul on Matt Bullard. Rockets have to keep trying to stop the Lakers when they can. Offense struggling at the moment. They clear a little space for Kobe Bryant. Taking it baseline. And a foul is whistled on Houston. Foul is called on Emmanuel Davis. Fourth foul on Email.
Did you tell me earlier, Bill, about star treatment? Well, that's a foul right there. But nevertheless, there's been a lot of contact on both sides.
I like the way the young man has learned how to get his step, though. Got a cute little move where he'll put a hand on you to kind of get around you. And, you know, this guy's going to be around a long, long time in this league. I'm talking about Kobe Bryant. He has 19 points. And the Lakers now with a 7-point lead.
As soon as he came off the bench, the Lakers went to another gear, didn't they?
Yep. Largest lead of the game now for LA. Rockets just have a perimeter game. That's about all it amounts to now. 6 seconds to Barkley. 5 on the shot clock. Down to 4. Barkley has to put one up on a fall away, an air ball. And that's all the Lakers are giving Houston now. You talk about how they win a game. The Lakers have won it with defense here in the second half so far. They just clamped down and played good defense. The Rockets are not getting the same shots they got earlier.
No, that's important, Bill. They're not.
Rick Fox takes it in for a layup, and Rudy's got to call a timeout. A lot of people think this is the best team in the NBA, and they look like it again tonight. 6:44 left to play. The Rockets have got to get it going.
If you've been postponing the thrill of driving a new Dodge, we have to ask why. Because by acting right now, you can get $1,000 cash back on the technologically advanced 98 Dodge Stratus. The fun-loving Dodge Neon comes with $1,500 cash back. Or choose low 1.9 financing, which over 60 months can save you over $2,700. But don't delay, because the thrill of driving a new Dodge may not always be so affordable. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Want lower? Hey, basketball fans, now you can try NBA Inside Stuff magazine free and get this incredible new NBA video, Furious Finishes. Yeah, boy! With your Furious Finishes video, you'll get the most heart-pounding, rib-rocking action in NBA history with Reggie, Shaq, Zoe, the Rain Man, and so much more. 2 seconds, Stockton on the turn for a win. And with NBA Inside Stuff magazine, you'll go inside the locker room and the huddle.
Yeah, I got every rebound. Let's get the lead the basket.
You'll get the latest on your favorite players, plus exciting photos and an exclusive oversized poster in every issue. Call now for your free trial issue. If you like it, you'll get 5 more issues, a whole year of NBA action for over 30% off the cover price. And you'll get the video absolutely free with your paid subscription. NBA Inside Stuff magazine. Call now for your free trial.
Sports Southwest.
All right, that's the quarter score so far. The Lakers 30-17 in the third, 11-6 here in the fourth. Let's take a look at the Midwest and Pacific Division standings presented by Dodge. Houston in a virtual tie with San Antonio and Utah, but that's evaporating. It really is about a 3-way tie for first. In the Pacific, it's Seattle and the Lakers.
Boy, they're still rolling, aren't they, that Seattle team?
In fact, the only game the Lakers lost on this 5-game road trip so far has been to the Bulls. Del Harris knows he's got a great team. I remember when they asked him when Shaq got hurt, he said, I bet if you asked a lot of teams, they still wouldn't like to play us, even with Shaq out. Price went to the ball nicely. Hook around pass to Willis. He missed it. Barkley got it back. Ball up in the air. Robert Horry comes out of there with it. Look at all the purple jerseys. Van Exel picks out Fox for 2.
That's ugly. That's ugly. When they come at you in waves like that, the only reason 5 players came at you because that's all they allow on the floor.
The Rockets have gone 2.5 minutes without scoring a point. Willis back off to Price. The only thing the Rockets are getting, that's a 3-pointer by Brent Price, his 3rd of the game. are giving.
That's a long drop.
They're giving some perimeter shots, but they are running at the Rockets and making it difficult. And it's the only thing the Rockets are getting. Fox. Oh, good defense. Willis. Now Ellie lost the ball to Bryant. Bryant with a pass up there, and Barkley with a foul. Eldon Campbell will shoot 2.
Fouls on the floor, Charles Barkley. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
Eldon Campbell now will go to the line.
I'll tell you, it has not been the Rockets' defense. Even though the Rockets have allowed a lot of penalties to the basket, it's their offense that has spurted. Right now, the Lakers have 84 points with 5 minutes to go in the game. That's right around 95 points. That's not bad. But their offense right now has gone just the opposite.
Well, the Lakers are the #1 scoring team in the NBA at 106 points a game, and the Rockets were doing okay defensively. The Rockets are the #2 scoring NBA team at 103. But against those good quick teams like the Spurs we saw Saturday night and the Lakers tonight, the Rockets struggle a little bit. And here in the second half, the Lakers have put the hammer down. 85-75, a 10-point LA lead, 5.5 minutes, still plenty of time left. But look at those quick hands. It's just like they're everywhere. It's like they're almost playing with 7 players.
It's called the octopus defense.
Rockets with 18 turnovers. And out of the 18 turnovers, the Lakers have converted 18 points. Double team on Clyde. They'll swing it out to Price. Price throws it up, and a charging foul on Brent Price.
Price stumbled just a little bit. He got caught up on his own feet and went right into the defense.
Sorry, Kobe!
Decent call.
Van Exel, nice pass off. Barkley with a block, and a foul is called on Charles. Now, Eldon Campbell has got about 5 inches on Barkley, so Charles is getting up there about as high as he can go.
But Charles shouldn't have to come over and support that way. You've got to back off and not allow. Now, this is the aftermath. Ooh, not bad. This is the aftermath of his penetration.
But the Lakers are not really having to settle for anything outside. Everything is going either if they go inside, they get a layup, or they get fouled and go to the line.
You know what frightens me about this Laker team? This is not one of their better games.
No, I think you caught them beatable tonight.
That's right.
All right, Price will bring it up. Rockets can still beat them. They're just going to have to go to work offensively. They need to string some baskets together. Barkley will work on Robert Horry down low. Back over to Willis. And Willis is fouled by Eldon Campbell. Third team foul on the Lakers. The Rockets have 4. That's the 3rd foul on Eldon. Out of Clemson in his 8th NBA season.
Some big, good players have come out of Clemson. Big men.
Really has. Starting with Tree Rollins, huh? And Nance.
Well, it's too bad he got injured in his career.
And Davis. Clyde with a jumper. Yes, Clyde Drexler. Boy, Eddie Jones was all over him. And Clyde got it to fall. That's 13 points for Clyde Drexler. And Del Harris wants a timeout. 4:26 left to play, and that's just enough time for the Rockets to make one more push.
Every year at this time, folks at Southwest Airlines get together to cook dinner at the Ronald McDonald House.
Request clearance for landing.
It's a special home where families can stay while their seriously ill children undergo treatment at a nearby hospital. The Ronald McDonald Houses are Southwest Airlines' primary charity. Thanks to your support, these children receive a special gift every day of the year, a gift of hope. From our families to yours, happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, Herb.
And a Merry Christmas to you, too.
If you've been postponing the thrill of driving a new Dodge, we have to ask why. Because by acting right now, you can get this Dodge Dakota, complete with air conditioning at no extra charge, for just $169 a month. Or for just $198 a month, you could own this Dodge Ram that includes a Magnum V6 and air. But don't delay, because the thrill of driving a new Dodge may not always be so affordable. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
This just in, football legend William Refrigerator Perry is returning to the NFL. They're working out the contract details at this very moment.
Okay, Fridge, here's our demands. 3 submarine sandwiches for every sack.
3 submarine sandwiches for every sack.
Box of cupcakes for every hurry.
And a box of cupcakes for every hurry.
And 2 deep dish pizzas for every tackle.
Fridge, you want to be legit, you got to get the double cheese and the anchovies.
Good point, baby. Man, those guys are good.
Houston Rockets basketball on Fox Sports Net has been presented by Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines has fares so low you have the freedom to fly. By Gallery Furniture, the official furniture store of the Houston Rockets. By Southwestern Bell, your friendly neighborhood global communication company. And by Miller Lite, who reminds you that anything can happen at Miller time. All right, the Rockets now, after the timeout, will set up on defense. Eddie Jones popping out high for L.A. The Lakers lead by 8. Van Exel looking down low to Eldon Campbell. Offensive foul on Eldon Campbell. That's his 4th foul of the game. And he's going to get a delay of the game if he doesn't hurry. And the Rockets now with a chance to creep a little closer. Again, pressure. Ellie breaks it.
Inverted offense again.
Clyde trying to pass to Price, and Price looked over his shoulder once and then thought he was going to clear through. But that's just from not playing together a lot.
That's right. If you know anything about Clyde Drexler, if you turn and give him a quick look.
Oh, see, he's wide open, and Clyde threw a perfect pass.
That's what I was going to say. If you know that you're going to give Clyde the signal, you're going to get the ball.
Well, I think the more they play together, Price will be looking next time, don't you think?
I know I would.
Robert Horry open for a 3. Missed it. Barkley with his 20th rebound of the game. Rockets again with a chance to get a little closer. Oh, nice move. Willis baseline. Oh, he missed it. Barkley got it. Put it. Oh! Barkley missed it. And Willis knocks it out of bounds.
Oh, 2-point blank layups. Rudy's face shows it all. Nice move right here. Now this is definitely a tear down dunk. You don't take it to the basket and generally put it up on the board. You got to make a statement.
And Barkley was charged with a foul there. That's his 4th of the game. So both teams. Well, no, the Lakers still have a foul to give. The Rockets.
Oh, that's too bad.
Penalty.
That's too bad.
So you trade an easy layup. This is a 4-point turnaround possibility.
4-point swing, right? Boy. But folks, let me tell you what now. They're working as hard as they can. And sometimes when you try too hard, you tighten up a little bit.
The Lakers are, let's see, 14 of 20 from the free throw line. The Rockets are 12 of 15. All 3 Houston misses have been technicals. 3:14 left to play now. The Rockets just about have to play perfect offensive basketball down the stretch.
Yeah, they got to pitch a shutout right now.
Double team on Charles. Price loses his footing. Willis, 1 second left. The Rockets don't even get a shot off. I'll tell you, that's super LA defense. Those Lakers, you know, they get a lot of credit for being the highest scoring team in the NBA, but they do hold opponents to only 97 points a game, so that is about an 8-point plus for the Lakers.
Del Harris has them hustling. That's the defense they're playing.
There's not a mandatory timeout. I think they thought that there would be, and both teams were going to the benches, but Dick Bavetta getting them right back out on the court. 2:59 left, and the Lakers with a 10-point lead. defense. Van Exel takes it to the middle, misses. And Ellie with the fast break. Houston gives it up. Drexler is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
I'll tell you something. The Rockets are still in striking distance right now to tie up this game. They're down 10 points. They're on the line, possibly 8 points. A couple of good defensive stops, come back and score. This game is still in realm of winning. Now, I know it looks very bleak right now because the Rockets are self-destructing with the turnovers. But nevertheless, you don't want to give up hope until hope is gone.
Rockets with 21 turnovers tonight. 15 turnovers for the Lakers. Clyde getting both free throws. That gives Clyde 15 points. Rockets trail 87-79. This crowd wants the Rockets now to force a few stops. 2.5 minutes left to play. Shot clock down to 7 seconds. Eldon Campbell with a jumper.
That hurt.
Yeah, and they took a lot of time off that clock, too.
That hurt.
Well executed by the Lakers. And Ellie has to call a timeout. He can't get the ball in. And a full timeout taken by Houston. 2:14 left to play. And the Lakers look like they're headed for their 3rd win in a row over the Rockets.
The mighty Jayhawks have arrived on Fox Sports Net with Player of the Year candidate Rafe LaFrentz and Consensus All-American Paul Pierce. Roy Williams masterminds one of the nation's top programs. The Jayhawks head west, where Henry Bibby's Trojans are hungry for a big-time upset. Kansas Southern Cal, Tuesday at 9:30 on Fox Sports Southwest. Houston is fueled and ready to blast off. They go for their 3rd NBA championship in the 90s. 2 of the most prolific players in basketball history, and the Rockets flying high. Ready to shoot it out with anybody who comes to town. Chris Webber and the Wizards soar into Houston to run with the Rockets. Saturday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Southwest. We're talking football and taking you on the field, behind the scenes, and inside the game. Ron Pitts and Tim Green take you to the action.
I'm not normal.
Plus Millen's matchup, NFL Total Access. Then get the X's and O's from the pros. Join NFL on Fox host Ronnie Lott and Bill Moss for the inside scoop. Pro Bowl, past, present, and future. This is hardcore football. NFL Insight, Fox Attitude. Tuesdays on Fox Sports Southwest.
Lakers lead by 10 points. Here is tonight's second look replay presented by Southwestern Bell. And Barkley losing the ball, and the Lakers taking off. Robert Horry pulling the trigger here. And they just come at you with waves and waves of players. Rick Fox finishing it off. They call it the Lake Show now. It's not Showtime anymore. But it's getting to look a lot like Showtime. Thought I was going to sing that.
Yes.
Too bad we're not winning. I was going to let you sing tonight.
2 minutes.
And the ball knocked out of bounds by the Lakers.
Folks, he knows that that's wrong. Now he's teasing me. If we were winning, you were going to let me sing.
Remember, I promised last week that if we were winning, you could sing tonight.
And ever since you made that promise, we haven't been winning.
We faced some pretty tough teams.
You're a cold-blooded brother there, Billy.
Merry Christmas, Murph. Mario takes it to the middle, back out to Brent. Brent's going to fire up a 3 off balance. And the rebound goes to L.A. Well, the Lakers scored only 40 points in the first half, like they kind of sleepwalked. But they have come alive here in the second half. They've outscored the Rockets 49-30 here in the second half. The Rockets have managed only 30 points in the second half, and Robert Horry polishes it off for the Lakers with a 3. That's a timeout taken by Rudy with 1.5 minutes left to play. And the Lakers well on their way to their 21st victory of the season.
were testing a formula for the removal of warts. My brother had a wart. It was hideous. The formula was effective, but there were side effects. First, test subjects developed an irrational fear of cheese.
Here's a cracker. Oh. Would you like some cheese?
Then their warts started glowing before they fell off. I remember thinking, if a wart can glow, why not a punk?
The mighty Jayhawks have arrived on Fox Sports Net with Player of the Year candidate Ray LaFrance and Consensus All-American Paul Pierce. Roy Williams masterminds one of the nation's top programs. The Jayhawks head west, where Henry Bibby's Trojans are hungry for a big-time upset. Kansas Southern Cal, Tuesday at 9:30 on Fox Sports Southwest. Houston is fueled and ready to blast off. They go for their third NBA championship in the 90s. Two of the most prolific players in basketball history, and the Rockets flying high. Ready to shoot it out with anybody who comes to town. Chris Webber and the Wizards soar into Houston to run with the Rockets. Saturday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Southwest.
Lakers lead at 92-79, about a minute and a half left. Hey, Calvin, I don't know if you heard today or not, the Astros made a trade today with the Mets. And Fox Sports News will have all the details following tonight's game. I think, fans, that silence by Calvin Murphy speaks 1,000 words. You're obviously not in the John Hudek fan club, right?
Right now, I'm not in anybody's fan club but yours. Oh. I'm a little disappointed tonight. I thought the Rockets, the way they came out the first half, were going to really have a chance to win this game. I'm a little disappointed tonight.
Well, Merry Christmas, Murph, anyway.
You too, Billy
Happy
Bird.
holiday season for your family, and we'd like to wish all of our fans a very happy holiday season, too. Our fans are so supportive of us and the team, and kind of like having friends sitting in your living room, and we thank all of your fans for the nice letters and presents and the cookies and everything we get all during the season. You make it all worthwhile, and we wish you a very safe holiday season. Be careful out there now and all that traffic.
Please, we don't want to lose you.
Nope. Right now, the Rockets could use a gift, a trip from Santa before they play the Utah Jazz Christmas Day. Just playing okay. I tell you, it looks like the Grinch. Rudy needs some picking up.
Rudy lives and dies with every quarter.
Well, we all do. And right now, the Rockets are in one of those little phases. You know, when they were winning 8 in a row, there's a easy layup by Fox. Everything seemed to be going right.
Well, but notice what the Lakers will do when the Rockets put a press on them. They go right to the basket. They don't bring it across the half court and let the defense set up again.
Rockets have become that perimeter team, and Barkley misses the three. Drexler, nice pass to Bullard for the slam, and Matt Bullard with 13 points. I don't know if anybody followed here on Fox Sports all of the high school playoffs, but I want to take a moment to congratulate Sealy and Katy, Texas City, Lamarck for winning the state championships in their respective divisions. Had a lot of Houston flavor to that high school football playoffs this year. Congratulations to all of those programs. Also, congratulations to Hastings. They got to the finals and lost, but a great showing by the high schoolers in this area. All right, 25 seconds now left to play in the game. Van Exel just dribbling out the clock, putting a little Marcus Haynes exhibition on. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And Eldon Campbell will take it from the outside. And Van Exel will just go over where the tunnel is and wait to leave. The LA plane is warmed up and ready to taxi off the runway to take them back to LA. That's That's the end of the game. The Los Angeles Lakers 21-6 now on the season. Tonight's Miller Lite player of the game, Kobe Bryant, coming off that bench again in the third quarter for the Lakers. 19 points and a couple of three-pointers that kind of really put an end to any comeback that the Rockets may have had. So Kobe Bryant with another great performance here in Houston tonight, and he is our Miller Lite player of the game. Our next Rockets telecast Saturday night when the Rockets host the Washington Wizards. Don't forget, Fox Sports News is coming up next. We'll have coverage of today's sports, the latest scores and highlights. Once again, our final score, the Lakers 94, the Rockets 83. For Calvin Murphy and Lisa Milosky, I'm Bill Worrell, hoping everybody has a safe and happy holiday season.